Hey there, welcome back to my channel. This is Elizabeth Polinsky, and I am a marriage counselor and educator. Today, I'm going to talk about how to determine your personal life values. So, I have been doing this series on premarital couples counseling and how to sort of set yourselves up to get ready for marriage. And one of the things that I cover in episode 24 of the Communicate and Connect podcast and in this video here is how to determine your relationship values. But it's really helpful in thinking about what are my relationship values to also know what my personal values are. So let's just start with what are values. So, values are qualities of being that are really important to me as an individual, or in the case of a couple, as a couple together, for how we want to be in the world. They're very different than goals. So, they are something that can never be fully achieved. So, for example, if I want to be an honest person or a caring person, there is never a point where I have achieved honesty or caring and I'm then done. Very different than maybe, I can get a degree or I can run a marathon. And once I do it, it's finished. Values are things that are never finished. A good way to think about values is words that end in ing. Though that can be a great way to figure out, is this a value or not? So caring, loving, things that end in ty, so like honesty, fairness would be a value. I guess that's not really ing, but still, that would be considered a value. I can never get to an end point of being fair. Adventure could be a value. Curiosity could be a value. Generosity, so ity is another one that is a good indicator that that's probably a value. These are just some examples of different values. If you want a full list of values, make sure you see in the description box below, I have a link where you can download a PDF of just a whole list of values so you can go through and think about which ones fit for you. Another way to think about, okay, what are my personal values? You could look at the list and just go down it and see, does that fit for me? You certainly can do that. But I think another way of doing that that I often recommend my clients when I work with them is to think about your funeral. And if people were at your funeral and they were talking about you, what would you want them to be saying? For example, for me, Liz was such and such a person. What type of person do I want people to say about me? I probably do want them to say that I was caring and honest, and that I worked hard and I did the best that I could in life. Those would be things, maybe that she helped a lot of people. I'm coming up with this on the spot, but those could be answering that question of what do I want people to say about me and how do I want to be remembered when I'm gone is a great way of thinking about what are your personal values. So those are two strategies for you for determining your own personal values. And you can also do an individual act matrix, which I do an example of a couple act matrix in this video here. And so you can check that out and you can repeat the same process, but instead of doing it as a couple, do it for yourself individually. And that would be another way to determine your own personal values. So if you found this helpful, make sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment, message me, tell me about what was helpful, what you discovered your values were. I would love to hear. All right, have a great day.